Okay, today we're going to look at dominant 7th chords a little bit more in depth, scales you can use over them. Last time we had our 2, 5, 1 and C, D minor 7, G7 and C major 7, and we knew that we can use Dorian over D minor, Lydian dominant over G7 and Lydian mode over C major 7. If you didn't get that far, go back and look at those ones first. They're all in order. So the dominant voicing for an unaltered 9th chord, we had it, if it was on D, 10th fret, E string, 10th fret, D string gives you your 7th, and the 3rd is on the 11th fret of the G string, and we had a 13th there, which sort of means missing out a string. You can pluck it like that. This week let's do a slightly different 7th, or I'm going to call it a 9th voicing. Very common chord shape starting on the A string, 5th fret. The 3rd is on the 4th fret of the D string. 7th is C, which is on the 5th fret of the G string, and you can make a little bar across here with that finger there, so you get a very common, what we call a 9th shape. A lot of people use that, and it's just easy to rake your pick right across that. Now, what I'm going to introduce is a different kind of dominant chord today. We already know that we can take that A minor, ascending melodic minor, and call it D Lydian dominant if we want to start on that. And all I'm going to do today is an exercise that contrasts that 1, 3, 7, 9 unaltered 9th, and show you some of the alterations that you can do on this dominant chord. So let's say we've still got 1, 3 and flat 7, a common. Generally you can alter the 11th flat or sharp, and call that the 5th. Well, people call it a sharp 11, so I'll demonstrate. You can say 1, 3, 7. The sharp 11 is G sharp, which is a bit weird to voice. That's not the one I'm going to use today. Or you can call it you can go to what they call a sharp 5, which would be if A is the 5th, you can have a, so that's the sound of a sharp 5th, and you can also have instead of our regular 9th there, we can have a flatted 9th on the B string, or a sharp 9th, which alters the scale that you can use over that chord. That's your Jimi Hendrix chord, sharp 9, very common. What I'm going to do today is use this voicing which goes 1, 3, 7, sharp 9, sharp 5, so you can bar that across. And just do an exercise that contrasts your 9th chord, Lydian dominant scale, and your sharp 9 chord. Some people call this D7 altered. You can use your flat 9 also and your sharp 11 in those, and they're all conveniently contained, and believe it or not, the same scale that we've been using before that we already know. Let's take E flat major as usual formula, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, and make that, instead of the major scale, let's do the same thing that we did with the Lydian dominant and make it a minor scale, everything else the same. So it's a E flat, F, G flat, not G natural, 4, 5, major 6, major 7, and that scale, believe it or not, started on D, gives us all the notes that we need to try and sound cool over that chord. So if we we started that on D, we've got the root of the chord, we've got the flat 9, E flat, sharp 9, third, sharp 11, sharp 5, 7th, dominant 7th. So I've made a little exercise just on my backing track app, just to go between. What I'm going to do is still use the cycle of fifth idea. So instead of going 2-5-1, I'm just going to go 2-5. But in this case, the two chords going to be a regular dominant, regular ninth chord, and then I'm going to go D down to G. And I'll play it up here. Play the G altered there, and then I'm going to go to the regular G just to contrast that, and then the C altered, and then the regular C up to the F altered. So just to practice going around these scales, I'll start the thing off, show you what I'm doing. Okay, A melodic minor, G altered, A flat melodic minor, and then regular G9 uses a D melodic minor, and then your C altered will use a C sharp melodic minor, regular C, G melodic minor, F altered, F sharp melodic minor, and then F7, C melodic minor, that's B flat 7, B melodic minor, and then regular B flat 7, F melodic minor, E flat altered, E melodic minor, regular E flat 7, B flat melodic minor, A flat altered, that's A melodic minor, regular A flat 7, E flat melodic minor, D flat altered, D melodic minor, regular D flat 9, A flat melodic minor, G flat altered, G melodic minor, and then G flat 7 we'll use C sharp melodic minor, B altered, C melodic minor, regular B7, F sharp melodic minor, E altered, F melodic minor, regular E9, B melodic minor, and then A altered, B flat melodic minor, regular A, E melodic minor, and D altered, E flat melodic minor. And that's just once around that particular cycle, so not necessarily that musical in that form, but that's one way to practice it. And obviously the key is to try and get these scales so you make nice lines and connect them up. I was just sort of outlining them there. There was one other thing I wanted to do, which was, obviously just I'll mention that, for example, each melodic minor scale has two uses in this context. The A melodic minor can be used over that D9, and also the A flat altered uses the, but it sounds a little bit hipper sometimes like that. We're just recycling. So all we've dealt with so far is a major scale and a major scale with a flattened third, and we've got a bunch of things we can do. There's more stuff, but these are really good to go on with. Here's one way to practice a scale that I was looking at this week. what I did was take the Hanon book, Hanon. You can download this for free off the internet, and it's just piano exercises that are pretty much all in the key of C major. And I've just transposed the first one onto guitar, so how it sounds like this, the basic melody is this. Instead of from the C major scale, it just misses out every second note. So it starts on C, C, all the way up, and then on the way back down, which doesn't sound like much, but what I've done in this case is adapted that to the melodic minor scale, because that's the scale I want to use with these dominant chords. So I'll start up in a more comfortable part of the neck. I've once again got a I'm going to use this D altered, and I'm going to actually I'll use D flat altered in this case, just so I can use an easier scale. I'm going to use D melodic minor, and I already know I'm going to do an exercise that starts up here. So I'm using that D flat altered scale. I'm using this. That scale. Now I'm going to take this Hanon exercise, and I'm going to do this with this D minor scale. Oh, C sharp. When I get up to there, I've already calculated that that gives me 4 bars going up, and then idea with this is, once again, to practice several things at once. There's left hand finger stretches, there's adhering strictly to 3 notes per string, and strictly up and down picking. Some of it's going to feel awkward, and I think it should. It just teaches you to do things that sometimes you're going to have to make an awkward jump, and this is one way to practice it. So if you really watch yourself and keep strictly up and down picking, and I'm going to start on the D flat. So I could have started on the B, but because it's a D flat chord, in this case I'm starting here on the D flat, and I'm using this finger here, and immediately I've got to stretch from, because I want to go C sharp, E, F, and then I'm using stretching in there to G between that. So that's the first bit, and then I've got a awkward sort of upstroke there, and then starting on the next note up, D, F. And I figured out my own fingerings. You can use your own, but the tricky little thing that I thought of was, it's not my idea, but one thing you can do with the click is, it sounded a little bit boring with the just going up and down in 4s, so I've decided to group it in 6s. I'll see if I can do it straight off. So what I've got is this click going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll see if I can play it. 2, 3, 4. I don't mind making mistakes here, because this is, I'm trying to show you how to practice isolate things that go wrong. So I've got that at 50 beats a minute. I'll try again. I've made some mistake there. I've been practicing this all week and I still haven't got it. Well, let's try again. Listen, I'm going to let you figure that out for yourself, but that's the idea. really. Actually, I'll try and play it again next time. You do get the idea. It's got some finger rolls that you've got to cover 2 strings on the way back. And of course you can do this with any of those Hanon exercises or any little fragments that you find. I really thought I could do a better job. I'm going to have to practice that again, but you get the idea. They sort of look easy. Sometimes you've just got to be patient, including me. Okay, see ya.